Okay, you guys, I have a serious question. If your bestie called you right now or sent you a text, let's be honest, she's going to text you and says, oh my gosh, let's go shopping for skincare. What would your response be? What would you be like? Like, yes, let's do it. Let's go. Would you be like, what even is skincare? I don't even know what my skin type is. C, sounds boring, but I'll grab a latte and tag along and watch you spend all your money. D, panic. Total panic.
Honestly, I, at different points in my life, have felt all of those things. Nothing is more overwhelming than a skincare aisle. Target, Macy's, Nordstrom's, it doesn't matter. 12 cleansers, 6 eye creams, no idea where to start. Yeah, I would be the panic, total panic. Just saying.
And the bright colors.
Yeah, the beaming light.
And the like everything is so beautifully packaged. Long gone are the days of everything just being black. The bottles, the packaging, it's like an ADD's nightmare and dream at the same time. So this is why we're breaking it down by age and stage, because what your skin needs at 25 or needed at 25 is not the same as what it needs or is going to need at 45. So let's talk about how your skin regenerates and what to look for now to age beautifully and confidently instead of being overwhelmed by bright colors and flashing lights.
And also, I just want to make a side note that since it's warm, we're both wearing tank tops. So yes, welcome to summer. Yeah.
And I am multicolored flashing lights. I'm so sorry.
Yes. I'm so plain. No, okay. All right. So did you know that your skin has its own built-in renewal schedule? Yep, it does. It's very designed. Okay. And it slows down as you get older.
Yeah. So many things change. So when your teenager skin is basically on turbo mode, like my teens, like with their hormones, everything just changes so quickly. Their skin too. And that their skin is regenerating every 7 to 14 days. Okay. At that teenage age. By 30, hold on. It takes about 28 days. It starts really slowing down in your 20s. 30, 28 days. Okay, that's like a full February. It takes your skin from the bottom layer to become the top layer. By your 40s, it can take up to 3 months, 60 days, more than February's. And in your 50s, please don't be mad at us. It's not us. It's the science. And it's your own body. 90 days. 90 days. That is 6 months. Oh my gosh. It takes 6 months from that bottom layer to become your top layer. So I just want to throw this caveat in for a second. If you're wondering, like, really, what does that mean? Okay, just think about this. Your skin is like 7 layers, and the bottom layers are closer to your insides, usually much more hydrated because we talked about last week, we're water, right? We are water, a lot of water. So those layers, are really close, and they come out faster, like 7 days. Think about how your skin's going to be. Now, think about when that bottom layer takes 90 days. It's going to be drying out.
Yes. Okay, so if you're using the same skincare from your college days now as you were then, girl, it is time. It's ready. Let's go. Let's talk about what you need in each decade. It's time to say goodbye to the Noxzema and come to the good side. Okay.
Or like in college, what? Wash my what? Yeah. I used to think, because my little sister had cystic acne, and actually Mary Kate cleared up her skin when she was 16. She started using it. I was 5 years older, so it wasn't really like around when she started doing it. But yeah, she had cystic acne, and Mary Kate cleared up her skin better than anything the dermatologist gave her. Wow. And she turned to Mary Kate instead of, she read the Accutane. My mom gave her the Accutane brochure and was like, we can do this if you really want to, but read this. And then at the time, my mom's friend was a Mary Kay consultant, and my mom's friend was like, why don't we try this instead? And sure enough. So that was like my first experience with Mary Kay. But see, I had no acne. I don't have oily skin. I'm like, the Sahara Desert. Yeah. So I thought you only really took care of your skin like that.
I think you got your first pimple like when I knew you.
At 27. I got one. It was okay, funny story, you guys. It was right here on my forehead. I went and had my makeup done because I was going across the stage at Mary Kay for like, our awards night. And so I got my hair done and then they offered a touch up. And I was like, sure, touch me up. Because God knows I'm not a super makeup-y person. So I'm like, I know what I'm doing, but I don't really know what I'm doing. Well, that's when I grew a unicorn horn. And rumor has it, makeup artists love dirty brushes. And so, but I was so excited. Like most people would be in a formal gown, their hair done with a giant horn growing, freaking out. And maybe even if it was your first one. But I was 27 at the time. I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I was so excited. Maybe it's 37, whatever. It was something 7. I might have been 37. That was 37, I think. So I was like super excited to be finally getting like a real life bona fide zit, not one I made up and picked at, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, let's move on. Let's talk about back in your 20s. In your 20s, your skin still does a lot on its own. I mean, like it's doing good things, but it's starting to slow down a little bit. And so damage is starting here. So now is the time to get serious about prevention. If you're in your 20s, it's time to get serious. If you're past 20, it's not too late. We just want you to understand maybe where you've been.
Yeah, for sure. And so in your 20s, when you start to get that anti-aging bug itch, you want to look for ingredients like resveratrol, niacinamide, antioxidants, and peptides. So important. Antioxidants are truly the number one thing in your 20s. So yes, resveratrol, yes, niacinamide, vitamin B3, whatever, however you say it. But antioxidants, definitely important. And our Miracle Set is an antioxidant moisturizer. So it's right on point.
Right on point. Yes. And it's really important you never skip SPF. Because I did. Okay. So just listen up. Do you see it? I can kind of see it. Like, even though my screen's really tiny, it's right there. And so this is called melasma from excessive sun damage. Because what it means, I mean, there's different kinds of melasma you can get. But in this case, I don't really, I was born in the 70s. Like late 70s, but like we didn't really burn, and so I didn't really wear sunscreen, especially in Michigan. And so, and I definitely didn't reapply. If I did even put it on in Florida, I did not reapply every 2 hours as directed. So now we have this little guy, and in the winter, it kind of goes away and fades, and I work at it really diligently. And then I get out in the sun, and
it's like, hello.
It's like this. It's like, oh, we're back. Okay.
All right. So in your 30s, what you want to focus on. So just back up to the 20s. Your 20s is when you get a good skincare set with those main ingredients that we said. You don't really need to have 45 bottles. I know it's like trendy and all the TikTok shop stuff. Like, yes, I get it. But what do you need? Your skin needs a good skincare set with that antioxidant, a little bit of anti-aging, all that stuff.
And an eye cream. Do not negate an eye cream starting in your 20s. I think a lot of people do. They think they need that, like, I'll get that later when I start.
You see the wrinkles. No,
right. That's, like I said last week or the week before, I don't remember what it was. I was like, when you see them, it's too late. Okay. Like, yeah, it's too late. You can, there's
you minimize it, but
but it's too late. Anyway, go ahead. All right. So, okay.
You're putting us out of a job, Steph. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So 30s, start the supplements. This is when you'll really notice your skin needs more, like hydration, brightness. This is for me. I noticed the change in the tone of my skin, just looking more dull. So tell us what we need.
Yeah, because you're not dull, Mandana. You're a radiant sunbeam of gorgeousness. So in your 30s, even though you're past that, you want to keep your skincare routine strong and start adding hyaluronic acid. Okay, so do not be deterred by the word acid, but just know that, I actually will point this out. I did actually wanted something from my girlfriend who is an esthetician, and she said to me just last month, she said last month, earlier this month, whatever it was, last month, no, May. She said, hyaluronic acid is great, but because I'm like, it's on every product. And she's like, it doesn't matter if it doesn't have something to help lock it in. And I was like, our hyaluronic acid has ceramide. I'm like losing the word because I'm getting excited. And so she's like, yes, something like that. That's perfect for locking it in, because the hyaluronic acid is going to pull 10 to 1,000 times its water weight into your skin. Yeah. And if there's nothing holding it in,
right,
then who cares if it pulls it in? Okay, then you also need a good vitamin C serum in the morning. And you should consider starting a retinol treatment at night. And do not be afraid of retinol. we can get you the right retinol, but just know there are a lot of retinols out there that are just watered down. So it's important to get the right one.
Yeah, for sure. And the Mary Kay Clinical Solutions Retinol 0.5 paired with the Calm and Restore facial milks is a skincare game changer. If you're afraid of retinol, if you're like, oh my gosh, I don't want to burn my skin. If you ever saw Sex in the City where Samantha gets the retinol peel and she looks like tar. Okay, that's not what you're going to look like, I swear. Right? No. You're going to be able to go to work the next day. Sorry, you'll have to go to work the next day. But it's not going to be like that. That's why we have the Calm and Restore. It is, I don't want to say idiot proof, but because that's not a very nice thing to say, but it is success focused. Like
there are steps to success.
There are steps to success in the box. Like in the box, you get the work.
There's a chart. There's a tracking sheet.
If you have a C personality, you're gonna love this box.
Yeah, if you love details, you're gonna love it. And if you don't love details, there are these tools that are different than what you normally get. So you'll take notice and think, well, maybe I should try to pay attention to something.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So in our 40s.
So in your 40s, your skin's renewal has slowed way down, as we talked about earlier. And now you're probably noticing a loss of some firmness, maybe deeper lines, or an uneven skin tone, especially if you weren't ready to start taking care of your skin in your 20s and 30s. You might notice some of these things happening at a greater speed.
Yeah, Steph has said before, it's like your 20s show up in your 40s. And it's coming to haunt you. Okay, so this is where the Timers Repair Set comes in. This is an absolute go-to set, especially for the lifting serum and the renewal eye cream. I am super oily. I'm 42. I use the because Mary Kay products all work together. They play nicely on the playground, so you can mix and match. Do not think that is code for every product plays nicely with Mary Kay. No. And products typically are only tested against themselves. Just know that. So it's like when your hairdresser says, like, well, do you want the conditioner to go with that? And I'm like, right, you just want to sell me something? No. They're not. They're really trying to give you the best because they work together, right? So I love the Time Wise Repair Lifting Serum, especially on my neck. That is where I've noticed. I'm like, oh, I definitely ignored my neck in my 30s.
Yeah.
And that eye renewal cream, heaven.
And really quick side note that we didn't even mention, you guys, skincare is like bra line, like you can't see bra line to hairline. Now, here's the thing.
How low on the bra line? Low, like below?
Like here.
What? Really?
Yeah. Okay, this is what I've been told. Now, here's the thing.
Oh my gosh.
I don't typically go that low. First of all, okay, can we just have a girl for a moment? If I were to, especially at night, like, I make sure I get my décolleté because, again, I can see whatever that's exposed to the air. It's kind of the same skin as your face. So it is actually a really important area. I'm not as worried, if I were to like take my shirt off and like do my skincare starting here and every night would see that as an invitation. And listen, you know what it's like when you're doing your skincare routine at the end of the night. You are not wide awake and perky. You're like, ooh. So anyway, I just always make sure, even if I'm wearing something that's higher up, I just try to go as low as I can go. But yes, rumor has it, not bad to go from here up. I mean, think about it. Gravity's pushing down on the girls also. So.
Please don't share your before and afters with us.
That's bra line to the hairline and then foundation jawline to the hairline. So, those are just those little mantras that we hear and help us remember to do things and help people remember. So we share. So anyway.
That tells the ingredients we're looking for in our 50s.
Yeah. Well, we're looking for next level ingredients because you have, in your 50s, you're going to notice a change in what we call the triangle of youth. That's like here and here. Well, even look at here.
It actually includes your neck too. I think.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. And if you lose any weight in your 40s,
oh Lord, yeah. So this.
I'm just gonna stay chunky. I'm just gonna stay chunky for the good of the people.
So the things that can really help this triangle of youth to look more youthful, be youthful, stay youthful is plant stem cells, a biomimetic peptide, and encapsulated retinoids. So this is like encapsulated retinol is sort of like a long acting, like you can get like Motrin or whatever, like long acting or Tylenol, and then you can get like short acting so this one in the repair line is like over time, so you don't really have to worry about anything as far as retinization goes, like Montana was talking about earlier. But you can actually, it's enough that you can use them together, but not so much that you're gonna have to worry about too much. And the whole thing about the repair line is just how luxurious it feels. There is a product in that line. The one thing that differs, like where it really kind of changes, is the lifting serum. I actually have been known to call it the magical lifting serum. When I had my thyroid taken out, when I turned 40, actually, my skin, I noticed, was changing, getting a little bit more noticeably crepey post-surgery, right? Because things change. And Mary Kay had just reformulated the lifting serum. And so I was like, well, this is the time. And I used it, and now I would not go without it. It's a game changer in this area because, like, especially if you didn't learn to do your push-ups, like we talked about at the beginning of the month, you might have some turkey neck in your future. So this will help with it.
There's still time, but hopefully this information is taking you from panic, true panic, or whatever we said in the beginning, to let's do this, because that's what we're here for. We want to help you take the guesswork out of your skincare. And so if the idea of shopping for skincare still makes you feel a little bit overwhelmed, tell them what we got for them, Steph.
Yeah, because we asked last week, about that, and I said, for Montana, I talked about afterward. If my bestie asked me right now to go, well, if Montana asked me, I think that'd be weird. So, but like somebody not Mary Kay asked me to go, I would be overwhelmed, because here's the thing, that conversation has happened, and it is overwhelming. I mean, honestly, I've been to go to Ulta, and when I'm in Ulta, I like go to the little back corner where all the hair stuff is, and I have never really done the whole skincare stuff, and I just wasn't even going to look at the makeup because I feel like the bacteria is just staring back at me. So anyway, I would be overwhelmed. That's totally me, even now. Okay. So we know that if you do not know what we know, that you are definitely going to find yourself feeling overwhelmed. And we are here to help you figure out your skin's needs and recommendations and give you a routine that fits your life, your age, your goals, with no pressure, no guesswork, no overwhelm with blaring colors and words popping off the bottles, just clarity and confidence.
Yeah, and like what you said, is it your friend Tia that you were talking about?
Yeah, my friend Tia. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Tia. Okay, so what she said is so important. Like, the common girl, she doesn't know that she needs a binder or whatever it is. Like, she doesn't know she needs that. So think about, you see hyaluronic acid. I mean, my daughter was like, Mom, this is $10. This cannot be good. And I was like, girl, you don't even know. Yeah. Right? But it's because they can sell for $10 because maybe that thing on its own doesn't take as much effort and the efficacy is way lower, right? And so that's what walking into Sephora would make me feel overwhelmed by. Like, yes, I see the buzzword. Yes, I see the ingredients, but is it what it needs to be to help me, or am I just throwing my money down the drain? I don't know.
Well, and how do those women, the average age, especially being 25, of an employee of Ulta and Sephora, and I ask this with the most love and respect, but like just logic, actually. It's not even an insult. It doesn't even matter how old you are. But I'm just saying it's really hard to take advice. It would be hard for me to take advice from a 25-year-old about what my 45-plus-year-old skin needs. But the thing is that how can they be educated fully on every freaking line, every product, makeup and skincare? I mean, we have positioned ourselves, Montana, we can do makeup. We know makeup, whatever. Yeah. But see, we've positioned ourselves to really study and become educated and proficient in skincare over makeup, because you can't learn it all. You can't be an expert in everything.
No.
So anyway, all
right. So if you're still feeling overwhelmed, make sure you book a quick skin savvy experience. That is going to be the best thing for you. Grab a couple besties, do it together. We love helping women simplify and glow make their skin glow. We love that. We are so.
How about glow up?
have a glow up.
Yes. So seriously, we can meet you where you're at. So if you want to do it with friends, great. If you want to just get the information on your own, whatever you want, you just have to ask. So just put in the comments or reach out to us. And don't forget that the June Savvy Saver deal ends soon. Okay, it's still going on. And you get a free Serum C plus A with any full-size skincare set, Miracle or Repair. I want you to think about this. It is a $60. Is it $60? I don't have all the prices.
I think it's more than that now.
More than that. Oh my
I don't
gosh.
even know.
I just got it. It is 60. It's 60. It's 60.
I think it was 58 before. Yeah.
Okay. So it's 60. And you get that free. I mean, when you purchase the Miracle set, or not, for crying out loud. So it's more than half back on the Miracle set.
Yeah.
You just need to get you some, because that's gonna give you that additional brightening. The niacinamide's in the Miracle set. That's great. But I mean, darling, after 30, you really want to work on that brightening and making sure you stay that glowing, shining, and not in an oily way, beam of light that you really truly are.
Yeah, and just like the ceramides are in the hyaluronic acid, the vitamin E is what's holding the vitamin C onto your skin. That's the barrier protection. So again, we are a wealth of knowledge here. I didn't even know that. So now I know.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the perfect time to say yes to your skin. We are here for you.
And next week, we're wrapping everything up, putting a bow on it for Forever Young with a beauty cast that we're doing called Your Top Anti-Aging Questions Answered. So if you have questions, go ahead and now ask them so that we can be we're going to bust the common myths and give real solutions. But a lot of times, you've got questions too. So ask them. We'll address them. And we'll see you next week.